Then presentation. Okay. So what is the syllabus of the unit number 5? It is the definition of hazardous waste, characteristics and nature of hazardous, natural and man-made hazards, classification of hazards. Okay, so in that, I think I have explained some part initially just now. In the last 10 minutes, we have discussed about this part, this chapter. So once again, we are going to study this chapter in detail here. Actually, there is no that much detail over this chapter, but still we will learn this chapter. Okay, so what is meant by hazardous waste? What is coming into your mind? Please chat. Whenever you are talking about the hazardous waste, what is coming into your mind? Hazardous waste, what is coming into your mind? What is coming into your mind? Please chat. Whatever you are thinking, this is hazardous waste. To what you can call hazardous waste? Or what picture is coming into your mind when we are talking about the hazardous waste? Let me know, please. At least one parameter, at least one characteristics one should mention. Or you don't want to get disturbed, only I should talk and you should listen. Is it like this? Yeah, someone answered over here. Plastic. Okay, I will collect the answers and then I will talk. First answer is from Ganesh, and that is plastic. Whatever is coming into your mind when you are talking about the hazardous waste, one should answer. Okay, second answer received batteries. Okay, Pragati Kshirsagar had given answer batteries. Okay, let us go ahead. Go ahead, keep on answering. What do you think? What is hazardous waste? Nice answers received. Two answers received very nicely. Please, next answer. Listen, guys, this solid waste management chapter or subject is very normal and it's a very fundamental part. So until we are not talking, we are not going for the conversation, the elaboration of this topic will not be being happen. So for that purpose, I request everybody to be keep on talking. Okay, two more answers received. Received syringe, e-waste. Okay, huh? Akash Navle, Aishwarya Patil, Pragati Kshirsagar, and Ganesh had given the answers. Plastic, batteries, e-waste, syringe. Aishwarya Patil, syringe had given. Then paint thinners, Suraj Bhange. Okay. Radioactive waste, good, Sayyad. Okay, good answers, good quantum I have received. Good, thank you for participating. Now we will talk with one-to-one answer. Let me go to your page. What is happening? Okay. Few more answers I have received. Let me check what are these answers. Okay, pesticides. One more answer received, that is pesticide. Pesticides. Okay, now we will start talking about this topic. First, hazardous waste. What is mean by hazardous waste? First thing, hazardous waste are those waste which hamper the total environment, and not only the total environment, not only the physical environment, it will include the biological environment and physical environment. There will be a most of the time permanent or the severe damages will be observed due to the presence or due to the contact of hazardous waste into the environment. Okay, so this is called the hazardous waste. Now, why we are talking, we need to focus more about the hazardous waste. So ill effects are very dangerous to the human being as well as to the physical environment. What includes in physical environment? In the physical environment, there is a soil, which is our natural resource. Water is our natural resource. Air is our natural resource. These are the physical environment, part of physical environment. And the human beings, plants and animals are the part of biological environment. So all these are getting affected due to the presence of hazardous waste. And the effect of hazardous waste will definitely will not be the temporary. It will be the chronic defect. It will be the chronic in the sense which will run for the longer time. Okay, that's why we need to pay more attention towards the hazardous waste. Waste are there, like the pollutions are there. While talking about the pollution, I told you we need to focus more upon the air pollution than the other air pollutions. That is water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution. Then these pollutions, we need to focus more upon the water pollution. Why? Sorry, air pollution. Because we can live without water for some period. We can keep aside from the contact with the soil for some time. We can be aside from the noisy area, but we cannot be aside then from the air. And once the air pollutant emitting into the atmosphere, that is creating that is spreading in the entire atmosphere. Isn't it? So we must be very careful. And also I told you, we are almost inhaling 16 kg of air on every day. One person inhales around 16 kg air on daily basis. And when we are inhaling that much amount of air, definitely we are inhaling around 4 kg of air pollutants. Now it depends upon us. What is our strength? Accordingly, whether it is going to be affected, which part of the body is going to be affected, and how much it is getting affected, or it is getting discharged from our body. That is the depends upon your health and how long you are coming into contact with that kind of air. So same here with respect to hazardous waste. Hazardous waste are very dangerous to human health, animal, plants, or the physical environment. When we are coming into contact with such type of material, again it depends upon the how long you are coming into contact with this, or how much quantity you are coming into contact with this, or what is the intensity of that particular hazardous waste. Okay, now I will come back that I have asked the question, what is coming into your mind when we are talking about the hazardous waste? And in that, I have received the first answer as a plastic. You are correct. It can be a hazardous waste. If it is not being used properly, utilized properly, it will be definitely plastic. Why? because the plastic is non-decomposable material. With respect to solid waste, what is the major problem? The major problem with respect to solid waste is there is a difficult to get the dispose it. And if you are not getting able to dispose it, then heap of solid waste will be keep on increasing. And that increased heaps will cover the certain land, which is very valuable. And to avoid that, we should find out the solutions to dispose it. If it is the decomposable one, we can go by composting, we can go by vermicomposting, we can go by landfilling, is it? But if it is non-decomposable material, then in that case, we should learn to burn. We should find out the solution as the burning or like this. But when you are talking about the plastic, it will be keep on emitting the very dangerous air pollutants into the atmosphere when you are going for the burning. Basically, it is not getting decomposed. This is the first thing. Second thing, it is not getting, when you are burning, if you want to destroy it completely, you can go for burning. That is the only solution with respect to plastic disposal. Then in that case, it is emitting a lot of pollutants into the atmosphere and creating a hazardous environment. And that's why we can say plastic is a hazardous waste. Fundamentally, if you are talking about the characteristics or all these fundamental parts of this hazardous waste, that will define something else, or the that will be very focused. But with every single point, if you are talking about directly or indirectly, it is relating, it is presenting that it is a hazardous waste. Are you getting? So plastic is a hazardous waste. Then the next one is given answer. So in respect of plastic, we should either we should reduce the use, rather we should stop using the plastic. How many times the government declared that there is a ban on plastic, and how many times we have followed that instructions? Let me know. How many times government declared the instructions or the rule as there is a ban on plastic, and how many times we people have followed that? Not a single time. But when turn comes to discuss about the issues of policies and then ill effects, in that case, we are ready to blame the government. Am I correct? But we ourselves are not taking care at our own level, and we are ready to blame others. Then the next answer is the batteries. This is also correct answer. Why the batteries are hazardous waste? Basically, in batteries, whatever the acid, there are the multiple components in the batteries which are hazardous waste. Multiple components. What are the multiple components? First thing, in the batteries, there is a carbon content is present. Is it? And that is also hazardous. Okay. Then the second thing in the batteries, basically there is a acids are contained. And when acids are there, that's a nature is a corrosive nature. And if it is a corrosive, directly it is a hazardous waste. Directly it is a hazardous waste. Whose pH is less than 2 or a more than 12.5, these types of materials are corrosive in nature. And if it is in corrosive in nature, definitely it is hazardous one. Is it? It is changing the chemical properties and in turn physical appearance of that particular thing. So that's why the batteries are the hazardous waste. So she has also given the answer correctly, Pragati. Then e-waste. Everybody knows that in the e-waste we are considering, we are ignoring towards the e-waste. But do you have observed that the consumption or the requirement or the demand in respect of e-materials has been increased in last 1 year? It was there already, it was there, but it is drastically increased in the last 1 year. The reason behind that is the COVID-19. Okay, So such gadgets are required, and through these gadgets, demand with respect to e-material is improved, and hence the automatically there is a life for everything. There is a life, and at the end of that particular life, it is going to be converted into a waste. Our solid waste definition itself is taking the material which is not in a use today can be considered as the solid waste, and which must be in a solid form. So same with e-waste, is it? The broken mobile, broken radio, not working TV, not working computer, laptop, everything will be the e-waste. And there are a lot of components including plastic, and then some hazardous materials are also used, like the lead and all those metals are there, which are corrosive in nature, is it, irritative in nature, and these are going to be killed, or these are going to affect on the human body or the physical environment. Okay, then the next answer is given that syringe. There is a fundamentally there is a classification of hazardous waste, and one of the classification is the biological waste, biological hazardous waste. So the biological hazardous waste in that, if the syringe is being used for the septic type of diseases, in that case it will be considered as a hazardous waste. Normally, if there is a biomedical waste, is the hazardous waste, is it? Any kind of biomedical waste, the bandages, the ointment used, or the syringe, whatever the used material to cover or to control the disease will be considered as a hazardous waste. So the syringe comes under the biomedical waste. Okay. Then paint thinners. You know, in a paint thinner, there are, what is the composition in a paint thinner? Can anybody help me? What is the composition of paint thinner? Do you know? What is the composition of paint thinner, or fundamentally what is included in a paint thinner? Yes, speak out, please. Speak out, speak out. Yeah, someone has given answer. Let me check what is it. What is the answer? Why it is not getting open? Acid, potassium hydroxide. Acid and potassium hydroxide is present, as someone has mentioned that. I don't know about the potassium hydroxide, but commonly in the paint thinner, there are the composition of petroleum material, petroleum products. Then acid is there. Usually fatty acid is present in that, is it? And then glycol is also, glycol ether, is it? That is also present. So all these chemicals are having the anti-corrosive nature, is it? These are having anti-corrosive nature, but these are emitting the odorable gases into the atmosphere. So indirectly, the paint thinner becomes a hazardous waste. Indirectly, the paint thinner becomes the hazardous waste. Is it? Because it contains the acid, fatty acid. It should hold, is it? And for that purpose, fatty acids are mixed into the paint thinner. Okay. Then let me check the next answer. What is the next answer? किधर गया? Okay. Yeah, turpentine is also present into the thinner, and hence it is becoming a indirectly it is becoming a hazardous one. Directly we cannot say this is a hazardous. We can touch, we can use, but for longer period if you are consuming, you are coming into contact with the same, then it will keep on emitting the such type of materials, those we have discussed now, and then in that case it becomes a hazardous waste. Okay, the next answer is the radioactive waste. Definitely all the radioactive materials are considered as the hazardous waste. All the radioactive materials are considered as the hazardous waste. What are these all radioactive materials? Yes, what are the radioactive materials? Name of the radioactive materials. Few name of the radioactive material. Uranium. Likewise, huh? Speak out, speak out. Radioactive materials. What are the radioactive materials? Radioactive elements. Simply, you are supposed to take the radioactive elements. What are the radioactive elements? Uranium, thorium, radium. You don't know? Plutonium. Yes. Someone has written that. Pragati has written uranium, radium, thorium, plutonium. Then we can say radon, radium. These are the radioactive elements. So whatever the radioactive elements are there, these are keep on emitting the rays, and which rays are very dangerous to human health and the total environment in turn. I think I told you one story of NCL laboratory when you were in a third year. Whether I have shared with you, which the incident happened in the NCL laboratory at Pune. Radioactive element. With respect to radioactive element, I don't remember. If I have shared, please bear me once again. And if not, you please listen this. Okay, radioactive elements, these are very dangerous. How much dangerous that I want to tell you with a short story. Okay, I will stop recording for some time as we are talking about the story. Okay, recording. मेरा कंप्यूटर थोड़ा डब्बा चलता है, so it takes time.